Hello, you are listening to the UnProfessionalism podcast, the podcast that is profoundly unprofessional, as the name implies. Today we are joined by the usual three, myself, Ben, Colin, and Ajesh, and our special guest for the episode is Ryan. Everyone, introduce yourselves in order of the Discord call. Yes, because that's how organization works. I think I said I'm Ben, but yeah,
Are you though?
Hello.
maybe.
Hi, it's Colin.
Colin,
I'm here.
yes.
I'm here again. How's everyone doing?
Hey
Having a
everybody.
good day?
Doing good.
Yes.
Doing
Oh,
good.
I thought that was a rhetorical question.
No,
Darn.
I'm just
It's like Dora when you just you respond to nothing. By the way, I'm a Josh.
Ryan, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Sorry, Ajesh's mic cut out.
Oh
again.
yeah, my internet is like really bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Ryan. Yes,
You're off
the,
to a great start.
Mhm.
I'm the special guest today. Very special guest.
We're sticking to the name right off the bat.
Unprofessional, yes.
Fazia, how's your summer been?
Well, probably the same as most people's, just boring, but making the best of it. I mean, me personally, I can just sit at home all day and I won't get bored. But most of my family here, they're trying to find stuff to do every day, but it's hard because you can't travel. Usually go down the shore.
Mhm.
We can't do that this year, so it kind of sucks. But me personally, it's just
I
relaxing.
mean, you can go to the shore. Like some are open.
You
in
can,
New Jersey.
but like, are you really supposed to though?
I know. People,
Yeah.
people
Not
do
really.
it. I mean, are you
Yeah.
supposed to commit crime? No, but people do it.
No. See,
I'm currently
Rules are made to be broken.
okay.
exactly.
I'm currently watching the Sixers game. It is game 1 of the first round. I'm currently wearing my Sixers hat and my Sixers shirt.
Of course you are.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, I have to
So why not talk about basketball, man?
because
I know it's a topic Ben really
Ben
enjoys
loves
talking about
basketball.
basketball.
Dude, the NBA stands for Not Basketball Association.
Not basketball. Well, I guess you could say that.
Wow.
it is not basketball. It is actually I can't think of another sport that begins with B. I was about to say baseball. Well, that
Oh.
joke's ruined. What a great start.
Well, yes, the quality it's cutting out. It's hard
Yep.
to hear you.
Oh, I
say
Big
that.
whoop, but
apologize.
Josh is cutting out
Jeff
again.
does that.
We're all
That's why we
surprised.
started recording
Hey,
individually.
I don't know why it's just
Sorry.
me. I think it's because it's people at my house and like the Wi-Fi is getting clogged.
Jeff, it's always just you.
Well, you know,
Yes, it is always
Everybody in
just
your
me.
everybody in your household is clogging up the internet using
Fortnite.
TikTok. See, Ben? See, Ben?
Well, you know-
we're on the right page, but I'm learning from the best. I got the
Everyone
segue
in my
down.
house? Does my
Okay.
mother have TikTok? Like, what are you talking about, man? I'd be very shocked.
most people do. I don't. Nobody here does, but you guys want to talk about it?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Fortnite and TikTok are kind of things that we don't really use, but like getting banned. Yes, finally.
I digress. I use Fortnite, and yeah,
Well, yes, we know.
Yes, we
Colin.
do.
TikTok
yeah,
I have
well-
used, but I don't really care. Like if it got banned, I'll just stop because I stopped using it
It
already.
doesn't really affect you just because, gaming PC, but a lot of mobile does have a pretty big like sort of following and
Colin's still using, guys.
Ban
He's
is
still using.
unfortunate, I have to say, because it's I would say it's I think that's a bad thing on Apple's part. Me personally,
I
think
agree.
they're being greedy again because if you think about it, it's not like Android where you can just download the files and get it. For like Epic Games is forced to use the App Store, and the 30% fee they have to pay is just ridiculous. Like I think either the fee should be lower or there should be other ways for iPhone users to install Fortnite, like on Android.
Well,
Well, in my opinion, the thing about Apple is that with Epic Games knew what they were doing. They probably had that video animated before it actually got taken down. They very well could have. So like they knew they were at least going to be in some trouble with Apple by doing this, by having direct payments through their app.
I would say that's true, but I think that probably has less to do with Epic Games and more to do with Apple's past of just doing whatever they can to get as much money as they can. Like in other words, the same kind of thing happened with Spotify because Apple just gets pretty greedy when it comes to money. It's the one thing I really don't like about Apple.
Well, here's the thing though, like in a free market such as ours, if you're using their platform, they set the rules. If not, then you can go somewhere else. If there's a kind of not like oppressive system, you do the free market, it's like, okay, you can go somewhere else. And if it's cheaper, then all the other ones will go to there and you'll instead get a better product. That's one of the few arguments that I have. I'm not saying that like you should get taxed 30% by a private company who's also making a ton of money, but it's like, what can you do? It's Apple's platform, and they, not that they have a right to, but they will use that to get anything they want.
It's like their users and everything, the people who publish the apps agree to their terms of
Exactly.
service. But it's like,
Well, like the way I think of it is, I understand like Apple can do whatever they want when it comes to the App Store, but like
it
I
doesn't make it right though, you know?
yeah, but the other thing that happens is that like let's say like I paid, let's say $800 for an iPhone 8, right? So that's mine. The fact that you can't download Fortnite in any other way, that Apple blocks that, like that just doesn't seem fair to me, because unless you, I don't even think through jailbreak you can do that stuff. But like, that's why people jailbreak their phones, because iOS is so locked down. The only reason I like iOS so much is because it's so well optimized. But stuff like this is what makes me want to consider switching over to Android.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
When you bought that $800 phone, like you're paying into a locked ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they lock you.
Exactly.
They're really good with it. They put everything into it. It's so good in so many ways, but it's just, I don't know. I've recently jailbroke my phone because it's like I don't really want to deal with some of the annoying things that you can't change. Like if you ever jailbreak, I don't know how many people know much about jailbreaks, but it gives you all these like small features that Apple should give you, like stupid things. Like if you have a queue in the music app and you want to change a song, you can get rid of the thing that clears the queue. You can get rid of the low battery warning. It's these stupid things that you should be able to turn off that you can't.
I feel like the ban on Fortnite was a pretty bad move on Apple's part, because in the long run, if people are looking to get a new phone and they want to play the game, it's going to turn many people away. And the game is very popular.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably already turning people away.
I mean-
And most of the people that play it mainly aren't playing it mobile, but for some people, mobile's the only way they can play it. And it's a shame. Even though I don't enjoy the game, it still sucks for the people that are affected
That was a
by it.
gold head.
Especially it's younger audience, you know, like people getting their first
Exactly.
phones.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's a big thing, and people getting their little, when I say little kids, probably like teenagers, maybe like 13, 14.
Hey, you never know nowadays.
Maybe when they should
you
be.
never know nowadays.
Nowadays, hey, sometimes you see little kids, like in a supermarket, maybe not now, but like at Acme playing on a phone. You think it's the parent's phone, and then the mother pulls out her own phone. And it's like, why is this 5-year-old over here playing Angry Birds on her own cell phone right now? Like, that's not an iPod.
Yeah, and it's always like an
That's a
iPhone
little
10.
ridiculous.
I'll like shatter it.
But I guess they can do whatever they want. I just don't agree with it. That's how you ruin your life before you even have a chance to do
This is
anything.
true.
You know, that's why I think that we all grew up in the golden generation, because we got to experience that, you know, like Nickelodeon Go Outside break. All we had were, you know, maybe a DS and a Wii. We didn't have our parents' phones to play on. We had video games, but like not nearly to the level that they are today. And
Not this brain melting games. Like I played Lego Star Wars and stuff like that.
yeah,
It wasn't,
I put like
all day long.
I put that, and I put like Animal Crossing and like Mario Kart.
Yeah,
But like,
That was me. Yeah.
and like I think it was perfect because I did grow up playing some Black Ops and stuff as well. But like because of just how I grew up in a time where I would spend all my time in the summer outside. And you know, I have like, you know, a gaming PC. I have a phone that I use a lot, but I wouldn't say I'm addicted to my phone. Like I use it a lot, but like if I'm doing something interesting, I can go a long time without touching it. And I don't think
That's exactly.
I would just like to see some of these people who get like these expensive phones when they're really young grow up. And the problem is, like, at that age, you're not very responsible. Like I remember with the musical at our high school, they had elementary schoolers come in and they would leave their like expensive phones there all the time.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy,
Oh
Josh.
my goodness.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. We know
Yeah,
it.
that was
We know
bad.
it.
So many lost
Mhm.
phones.
It's ridiculous.
And AirPods.
it was
And
No
AirPods.
concept.
And AirPods especially, yeah. It was to the point if you're going to a rehearsal for, like, you know, it's tech week. I don't bring my phone. even though I don't have a huge part and I know I'm going to be sitting around a lot, you're not really supposed to use it. You're supposed to pay attention.
Exactly.
At that point, you're supposed to be in it.
Mhm.
And all these kids, they're oblivious. They're just like, all right, I got to walk on stage, do this, and then I can go backstage and play Fortnite
And
on
go on
my
TikTok.
iOS. Not on my iOS phone. I got to
Yeah.
bring my Android with me to play Fortnite, and I got the Apple phone to do TikToks
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Got the two phones, one with the games on it, and one with the TikTok on it.
Dude, this game
Yeah,
is
like,
amazing.
Too
This
young,
Sixers
man. Like,
game. I like the hustle.
when I was like 12 years old, even I had like an iPod, and like if I broke that iPod, that was it. Like I didn't get a new one. My parents
Yeah,
were
me
just like,
too.
"You lost that iPod? Wow, that sucks. Go find it."
Yeah, that was exactly the case.
I got
I got my
do you
first
think
like
it's
it was a
worth
lower end
jailbreaking your
phone. Well, I shouldn't say lower end.
Oh, it cut out for me, I'm sorry.
It was an older phone when I was like probably 12.
Mhm.
That was my first case. Besides that, I wasn't playing on tablets and that kind of thing when I was like 5 years old, but you see that all the time now.
Yeah, it's like if you can't quiet your kid, they're just like, oh, just give him your iPad or your phone.
Yeah, like
It's
Yeah,
like, yeah.
that's terrible parenting.
oh my god,
Especially
yeah.
now with all these mobile games, YouTube, and these powerful devices are getting cheaper. I feel like little kids are just really getting like overstimulated,
Well, right.
with all this
Especially-
content. Yeah.
Even the advertisements for vaping. It's all these bright colors and all these happy teenagers on there.
Hot
But
candy.
yes,
man.
they're advertising towards people who stopped smoking. Definitely.
Right. I have a
definitely.
question. You
The fact that
mentioned
cotton
that giving
candy
the
is a-
phones are like to children are like bad parenting. But haven't you heard the expression that if you're not the parent, you don't have a right to say, like you can't question someone's parenting? Do you believe that's like bogus?
Well,
Wait.
I don't think I think people have different perspectives of this, but you have to know when to tell somebody no. And you have to know if like I see the same thing with my cats. My mom began giving my one cat some cat treats in a certain spot of the house and some food at dinner time. Every single night my cat is expecting the same thing in the same spot at a similar time. So it creates bad habits, and I don't know if you want to call it bad parenting. It's just I phrase it more. It's not ideal for them growing up. It just sets a bad mindset. It sets that they can have it whenever they want. All they need to do is cause a scene in Acme, and they can play Angry Birds until they go back to the car, go home, and then they can play on their tablet again.
And then
I don't know,
in their Honda Odyssey, they can go watch the
They
Emoji
got-
Movie or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
They got the Wi-Fi in the
Mhm.
car. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I just
They
think
do
it sets
do
up
that.
bad habits. I guess you're right. Bad parenting's a not really a good phrase to use because you can't judge somebody else. Maybe they were raised differently and they want to do different things.
Yeah,
I would say there's a difference between someone who has a different parenting style than you and straight up bad parenting though.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Like, some people raise their children like sheltered and don't let them do much, and that's all good. You can do that. But I think if you just give your kid your phone every time you want them to shut up, you're just lazy.
And we're lucky because all the tantrums I threw at Toys R Us and Target, my mom didn't give me a phone or to quiet me. She told me, "Shut up. We're in public, please."
I don't think I ever. I don't think I
quiet.
threw tantrums. I think
I did.
I was a pretty chill kid. I think.
I don't think I would have ever again after my first couple.
Wait, what?
I wasn't given a
Mhm.
phone to be quiet. I was told,
Be quiet.
"Shut up." Yes. I was like, "Oh, okay."
I just never got my
Gotcha.
way. So it was like I kind of just grew out of it.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
you should.
It's honestly a
Shouldn't
good thing.
roll around you.
Especially at that age.
No.
Like I don't know what I would have been today if I like got everything I wanted as a kid.
This game is hurting me.
Yeah, like the V6 Honda Accord.
Okay. Well, I mean, like,
I mean, me personally, I got my first phone 2 years ago, I think it was, and I'm glad I didn't get it earlier.
Mhm.
And my little brother, Chrissy, still doesn't have a phone yet,
Shout out to Chrissy.
and I think he's 13 years
You
old.
think your brother
I'm
is
very
Chrissy?
sorry.
You think your brother's 13?
I have to double take sometimes. Sometimes I think I'm still 16. It's like my birthday didn't even happen.
Okay.
So
I was about
actually
to say, what a
17.
bad brother.
not 16. I'm not. Hey, all right. I focus on more important things. You ever hear that phrase, age is just a number?
No.
And actually, let's change the topic now because never mind. I need to shut up.
I was gonna say something
Again.
but I forgot.
Is TikTok a national security threat?
I forgot what I was gonna say
No.
too.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say too.
It's a...
I'm sorry.
Unprofessionalism.
Oh,
I
no,
think
you're
after
good.
I think after I said age is only a number, everybody said, "Why?"
Like we were no. We were
Okay.
all like thinking about it, and we processed it, and then we threw out what we were thinking about. Kind of similar to how we learn, because we just kind of like throw it out, and then you just move on to the next
Kind
one.
of similar to just cutting
Yes.
out the important phrase.
Yeah,
Exactly.
kinda similar to
Let's
what?
let's just smile and wave, boys.
Wait,
Just-
question. Did I cut out for?
You said kind of similar to,
Oh,
and then you cut out.
kind of similar to how
is
we
how
learn.
unprofessional.
Because
Yes.
like when you want to learn something, you often just dump what you learned already, and you just you cram, and you don't retain any information. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with like kind of short-term memory. Once it's entered, it's hard to like resume what you were thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy now? I'm sorry that my internet is beyond horrible.
Yeah. Oh,
What
well,
is happiness? Define happiness.
Hey, we talked about this with Harry, which was episode 4. if you
Oh
wanna
yeah, I
listen
think we
to
did.
Initial D.
it.
What does that have to do with
What is-
anything?
That's happiness.
It
That's
is. It is happiness.
What?
I got Colin to start watching Initial D.
I watched like 9 episodes
nice.
in one day. I haven't watched TV in a
Oh,
while.
okay.
Anime nerd.
Child's play.
I'll probably never watch anime
Child.
again though. Okay, Mr. Watching Basketball during the podcast.
Hey, it's halftime now. I threw my Sixers hat down because we started sucking. If it continues to go bad, I will take my Sixers shirt off. But it's halftime
Oh,
now,
God.
so now my undivided attention is in the podcast. You're welcome, viewers.
Wow, you really just
Yes.
gave out our general
So-
location.
What?
So Ben, you brought up
Yeah, the Sixers.
TikTok.
I did. Yes.
Of
We even
national-
we even like throwing the term around, but like, is it a national security threat though?
I think of all the people using it, it's just getting China more money because it's just I think what it was is the terms of service, it wasn't very detailed. Is that the case? Where they could access passwords and stuff like that on your phone?
Well, I think it was
something like
it
that?
was pretty much TikTok is owned by a Chinese company and the fear is that the information that is uploaded to TikTok can be accessed by the Chinese government.
And that was proven it can, and they sell
Yeah.
that
Yes.
information. I think.
I mean,
that
all
was-
advertisements do, but they
Like, well,
are
yeah.
just like cautious of China because of like it's a sister.
The biggest concern is the actual government
Yes,
like looking
that's
at
true.
Yeah.
it.
But of all the people using the app, what's the Chinese government have to do with all the 11-year-olds in the state that are dancing and doing all these dances on TikTok?
What?
I think the main
Mhm.
concern is people in government, and I can't imagine who, I guess, younger individuals in government that have the app on their phone, or maybe they have it on government-issued devices. Hopefully
Mhm.
not. I don't think we're that stupid.
Stop using the
that
app.
we'd put that on.
I don't
there.
think really sensitive information would be uploaded to that platform though, you know?
I don't think it would either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the ban goes, I really want to see it happen because it'll be a fallout, and I will love
Mhm.
it. But
Yeah, it's not like Google
don't
Drive or
think it's
Dropbox where
necessary.
you're uploading like important information.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like you're uploading documents and like business information. It's just people doing dances.
Yeah.
Like
the end
memes
of the
and
day,
stuff.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
occasional
It's
meme.
just it's trash content. You'd be doing the world a service banning the application. It would be great. But at the same time, some people live off of this. Like if you take this away, it'd be like quitting smoking,
Like
just
taking away
waking
their
up one
crack?
day, and or just taking away the drug, saying you can't have it
It's just
anymore
junk food
without
entertainment.
actually. It is, yeah. And I find most social media like that. Like sometimes I have Instagram, but I don't really use it ever. I just have it so that I can keep in touch with my cousin.
Yeah, and so
He
you can
sends-
follow the Unprofessionalism podcast. Everyone, make sure to follow at Unprofessionalism podcast.
question.
You're really gonna you're gonna plug in the middle of
Yeah,
me
that's
speaking,
it.
right?
When you finish, I have a
Okay.
question
Alright.
to ask.
All right,
Yes,
I'll see
exactly.
you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, I got to put the plug in. I got to put the plug in.
Will you do that?
But I have it just to keep in contact with my cousin, and when he'll send me like a meme. I'll look at it, and then 30 minutes later, I'll still be on. I hate it. It just traps you sometimes
No, I understand.
It's good at
because you see
that.
one thing and then another thing, and then I don't like it at all. I want to delete it, but if I do, I feel like I'll never talk to my cousin.
I mean, that's fair, but I think over the years, Instagram has like kind of fell off. What happened to Instagram? It's like, well, I think after stories came on, they were on a huge high. The user like usage kind of surged, but then the emergence of like bots and the filtering system and the shutdown of like meme pages. I think Instagram is slowly just becoming toxic. It's a horrible platform now. I'm going to be real, like honest. Not that good.
I agree.
In my opinion, like my biggest problem with Instagram is the actual user interface, because it's just completely broken and like poorly designed. Like each feature they added on, it's just sort of like tacked onto the original design of the
Like
app. And
Reels?
It's really
Like accessing
yeah,
reels.
It,
My
yeah,
gosh.
it just like doesn't make sense to use.
Yeah.
I think it's just dumb how you have to access, like you can't even access reels in the app. You have to watch a video that has the reels function and then click on that. That's just stupid design.
Yeah,
Or
that's
ca-
awful.
It's like completely separate areas to make a photo for your story, and then to take a photo to send to your actual main page or channel. I should say it'd be a page. It's in completely separate areas. It makes zero sense to me. And
Mhm.
just things like that. It's like it wasn't made for humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
I thought
disorganized.
Discord cut it out. I that's why I was quiet, because I thought Discord cut out for me. Whoops.
No, it's all the dead air in this unprofessional podcast.
Hey, don't worry. We can just edit it out. Isn't that right, Ben?
Okay, Mr. Fix Everything in Post. Which actually, I'm the Mr. Fix Everything in Post,
Yes, thank you.
because I do all the editing.
Thank you for that, Ben. I mean, there are a ton of podcasts that I listen to that are kind of heavily edited.
Yeah, but you know what another problem is with all this social media?
What is that, Ben?
Cancel. You're canceled. Everyone's canceled.
Hate cancel culture. Let me say.
Well, I kind of have a controversial opinion on this. I hate the idea of canceling somebody for something they said, or because that's in the past. But when it's the case of, I'm not going to say comedians. I'm going to call them late night hosts. There was a specific one, and I think all of them are trash. It's like political hour. People watch these shows to have a laugh and to sort of forget about stressful events in government and anything. They want to laugh for an hour and a half. And when your opening monologue, it's all about government and just voicing your opinion, it's like they're looking more for applause than they are for laughter. And as much as I hate cancel culture, if the people getting canceled will open up the late night show positions, that would be pretty funny. Because I miss people like Craig Ferguson.
Oh, Craig Ferguson.
He was my
He's
favorite.
so good. I never knew anyone knows.
He was hilarious.
And
He was hilarious.
It was a shame that he left the air. But I think talk shows is just like a dying medium. I'm gonna be like real with you, because they were popular around like the radio days, and then they kind of fall off after Johnny Carson died, and then Letterman, Jay Leno. That was like a silver age, and now it's just like Trump, canned laughter. There's no talent. There's no need for any of this. Now it's just like you just say anything political. It's supposed to be like an escape or an interview. Everything's scripted. Nothing's natural.
Yeah.
See, the thing I loved about Craig Ferguson is that every time he would introduce someone, he would rip up the cue cards in front of them, and they would just be completely natural. That's what I loved about him. And talk show is just
It's completely natural, just like unprofessionalism, sort of.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, yeah, this is completely
Yeah.
unscripted for your information,
But
which is good.
Yeah.
but like in regards to cancel culture, I think that's like kind of correlating between the Me Too movement. Like there is good that can come out of it. Let's say that a business owner is just racist or something like that, but it was like within like the past year after he got hired, then maybe, or like you find out that this person's like a pedophile, on Instagram or something like
In
that.
cases like that, definitely like they committed a
But
crime.
if the community is going out of their way to sabotage and ruin someone's career
Exactly.
over nothing or something that they take offense on behalf of another community, that's just toxic.
Yes.
Well, like
I
with
think along with that, people are just way too insensitive now. You know?
I mean,
Sensitive,
cancel culture's like, it's not like they don't like find out, like it's like John over here was racist 5 years ago according to Kelly, and that's it. They don't need anything. They don't need to look into it. They don't do anything to find out if that's true. They just go on Twitter, start a hashtag, and just say like, I don't know, maybe John works at KFC, and they'll be like, boycott KFC, cancel KFC, and then because it's so stupid, nothing comes of it. Everyone keeps eating at KFC. That's the hypothetical. I don't like that. That's not actually real.
Yeah.
But they don't know what they're actually like. Yeah, okay, like if there's like some guy who's like a convicted pedophile and he's like doing it on a regular basis and it's proven,
like that's mental illness.
like
yeah.
then they should be canceled and given very, very harsh punishment. But if it's just something stupid, like some guy made like a racist joke 5 years ago, even if that's true, it's one of those things where it's like it's in the past,
Well,
yeah, like Mr. Krabs, like let's say Mr. Krabs called Squid stupid like 5 years ago. Like, yeah, you couldn't cancel him.
Yeah.
That's a reference, by the way, to a YouTube video.
Yeah, like
Cancel Krabs.
boo boo wow wow, who cares? Get over it.
I think that basically, wow, I lost my train of thought. Someone else go. I'm embarrassed.
Cancel culture, yeah. Cancel
Let
culture.
me help you.
Thank you.
Let me help you here. So, I think calling like cancel culture, I think it's too widespread. I don't think people on social media, and I think social media is the main problem with cancel culture, because you can say whatever you want with no consequences. Nobody even knows who you are. You're just a name on the internet. You can say an accusation. If enough people believe it, you can scare someone into quitting or resigning or stepping down from whatever they're doing. It's just a fear tactic to get what you want. And it's too widespread. It shouldn't be a culture.
It's really an abuse of
should-
like being anonymous.
Yeah.
Well, there's another thing
I
to
think-
it that I. Oh, sorry, I
yeah.
didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
I just remembered what I was going to say. But say like somebody posted something in 2008, and then they used a derogatory term, which was like acceptable at the time, and then 10 plus years afterwards, they're a completely different person. Let's say they posted it when they were 17, they didn't know the world about that. Now they're 28. Why should they be responsible for a stupid gesture that they made when they clearly have changed who they are and is now a better person?
Exactly.
It doesn't encourage growth because everyone's on guard for anything that they've said because they're now liable for it, even though you can create
People-
change. Yeah.
People learn from their mistakes, but if the world we live in doesn't allow mistakes, how are people going to learn?
Exactly.
If you make one mistake and your life is ruined, people are going to be too afraid to put themselves out to make a change. They're going to stay the same. And what if staying the same is not good?
Yeah, everyone on the internet is also like butthurt. Somebody like Kevin Hart, who makes jokes for a living, and is one of the hardest working people on the earth, can get canceled because of a tweet that he sent, which is he's a comedian. Why do you have to take that away from him? I don't understand that. That's my take on it.
Yeah. Wait, what was I?
See, it's not just me.
I lost my train
Okay,
of thought like
Colin.
completely.
It's not just me either. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. I remember. Everyone has said something stupid in the past. Like if everyone like listening right now is gonna tell me like you've never like made a stupid racist joke, or not even that, like you just said something like kind of stupid that might offend someone. Everyone has done it at some point. The difference is that these people are like celebrities, so that people can use them to get what they want from it. And it's just like, I think when someone's accused of something, people need to look in to see if it actually happened, because oftentimes it doesn't ever happen, and people just guess it does because why not?
Now it's guilty
think
until
with
proven
the-
innocent.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
here's a question. If you have a voice and you have like an audience, are you responsible for how they feel? Like if somebody's butthurt about something, or should you feel obligated to like change who you are? Like if
Definitely not.
if you're clearly wrong, then
Oh, well, that's
then fair.
different.
Yeah, but like this is freedom of speech. You could just unfollow them, But why do you have to go out of your way to sabotage someone's culture? Again, if somebody did something illegal, it's fine.
I mean, if I was like, I like steak, and some vegans like, oh, that's offensive to me because I don't like meat. Like, okay, I'm not gonna like change my opinion or not say that. You can just go and follow me. I'm not gonna stop liking steak. I'm not gonna stop saying it. I'm not gonna stop eating steak because I can make my own choices and you can make your own choices. It's like there's a user on TikTok. I'm not gonna give it out, but basically they say that, oh, if you're not vegan, you're a bad person. You're a murderer. It's like, let people do what they want. You be vegan. I'm not gonna be vegan. You can say all you want. It's not gonna really change my opinion. I have different views on animals, and I don't believe that animals are equal to humans. Or, yeah, certain animals. I don't think they have equal thought. I don't think a lot of them even know they're alive.
Well, here's the thing. Why I don't know why we're talking about this, but like we defined what was human in a previous episode, but animals act on instinct, whereas humans have reasoning. That's why humans vote and have created democracy. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, a lot of humans don't have reasoning now, in my opinion.
That's fair.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's one of those story. Animals are animals. Humans are humans. Just eat them. Okay.
I mean, I don't think that like if you put a human into like a cage or something and just left it there, it'd go crazy. But like, think of like a pig, right? Like a pig could probably eat grass, and that could define its whole day. Like it's just not the same thing. A lot of people don't understand that. Like a lot of people, I even saw a video of the same user saying like, oh, it was like some person commented like, I saved a spider today, and she was like, congratulations, you saved a life. It's like, does the spider know it's alive? It's on autopilot.
Colin, it's interesting that you say you could lock a pig in a room with just grass and he'd be satisfied. I think there are a few people we go to school with that we could lock in a room with a bunch of grass and they'd be satisfied the whole day.
That is
if
true.
You know what I mean.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. I understand.
Okay. Okay, that one took me a second, but okay.
If I could dap
That's
you
true.
up right now, I would so dap you up right now. I'm proud of you. That was a good one.
Thank you.
He'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Wait.
Well, hey, excuse me.
Wow, I really doxed him. Time to censor that out real quick.
You doxed me even though it's in my Discord name.
I called you by your last name earlier. That's what I. Yeah, that's what I call you. I never call you by your first name. Have you never noticed that?
I don't care. I don't care. Nobody can find me anywhere. I'm practically a ghost on the internet.
That's fair.
I have one social media platform, and not for long.
But the internet's a beautiful, scary place.
Yeah. It is.
It's scary.
It is horrifying.
But like, it's just the amount of possibilities is just like, it's insane to think how we can connect with people all over the world through just a couple of clicks, and yet we're getting like the amount of knowledge that's out there is immense. Yet you're concerned about something that another person said who you've never met before that they said 10 years ago, and now you feel like they're obligated.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like sort of a double-edged sword. It's like we can connect to people from far away. Like we're hosting this podcast right now, and right now. To give you some context to the meme, I always say like podcast right now, but we are doing this podcast right now over the internet and everything. Just like COVID and like convenience and that kind of thing. But think about with the if this pandemic occurred 20 years ago, it's like, what would you be doing? Playing Smash 64 and Mario 64
Jigsaw
in
puzzles,
your room,
man.
like for like 5 months straight, like.
Jigsaw puzzles.
You go
I'm
insane.
not sure.
I can't imagine what this pandemic would be like without the internet. Like, I've been spending so much time playing games. Virtual reality, that's like unheard of back then. There's nothing.
Virtual Boy.
Well, you're the
I'll
Virtual
tell you
Boy.
Hold on there.
I'll tell you what.
That's not
Without
the same.
without the internet, I don't think we would have even realized that this was a problem.
Oh, that's true. That's
true.
where it was blown
How
up.
hard would it be? So many people would have gotten sick in the amount of time you can dispatch that information. If it was back to like
Yeah, like the newspaper.
Civil War times, or even like 1900s with newspaper and radio,
The telegram
system. Imagine if the telegram had COVID.
Yeah, like everyone is educated, but everyone is just like vulnerable to it because it's on the internet. which breeds a huge new type of people who are just ignorant and just are learning wrong. However,
With the internet, everybody has the most potential to learn in the history of the universe. Pretty much, you have the highest potential out of anybody who ever lived to learn as much as you can. But people are using it to do 15-second dance videos and send them across. You give all your information to China, dance with all your friends in this video. Nobody
yeah, but
cares
also
about that stuff.
socially and culturally, I think it breeds not like a weaker person, but the fact that you can spend your day and donate all your money to some person sitting in their room eating chips while watching a video in front of a couple people, and that's the highlight of your day. That's just sad that that humanity has gone to that. That's what I think. I
I
think
mean,
I
Yeah,
think
me
the
too.
people
internet
get
just
rich
kind of
off it.
I think the internet, one disadvantage of the internet is that it kind of breeds. I don't want to say beta males because that sounds like toxic masculinity, but just
Yeah.
it's weird how many freaks there are on the internet.
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying.
I mean, there's a
Another thing I didn't
Product issue.
understand, why would people I get entertainment purposes, but I never understood why people say they have Smash Bros in their room, and instead of playing it, they watch a streamer for hours playing the game. I never understood that. If I had the choice to play the game myself or watch somebody else play it, I'd always choose to play the
I
game.
think it's because the personality. I think that's the whole reason. The internet also makes everyone put up a
Well,
facade.
in my opinion,
Yeah, go ahead, Ben.
In my opinion, someone like Alpharad making highly edited videos, I think that it's that's one thing, but just watching someone just play video games for hours, it just I don't really get that either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like unscripted, unedited content, just somebody sitting behind the computer.
And making a
Just
podcast.
Yeah, I was
playing
about to
it.
say that's a big part.
Well, not exactly. This is similar to what you were mentioning, like Alpharad,
Yeah.
where it's not just droning on, and most of the people playing the game, when they're actually playing, it's silent. There's no real commentary.
Yeah,
At least what I've seen. Who
And-
knows? Maybe I just have seen bad
I
streamers.
mean, I would suggest watching professional Smash tubers, but even then they're quiet. So I get you.
Even then, they should have kept quiet because we all saw what happened to them.
Ooh, that hurts me. I kind of forgot that happened. Ooh,
Yeah, we can't forget about
that
that.
hurted. Never,
Again, you want this podcast to stay on the internet? We shouldn't really talk about Smash
Never-
Bros. anymore. That's
never
my
forget.
fault.
ooh, that hurt.
Smash Bros doesn't really have a competitive community anymore, so they're not really gonna go after us because it doesn't really exist anymore.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Well, does anything on the internet ever go away?
Yeah.
Just
no,
because they're
not
not
at all.
vocal.
Well, if your last name's Clinton,
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty true.
all right, no politics. I just had to say
Well-
that. It's not political.
it's just a
truth.
pop culture reference. It's funny how that transcended
Yeah.
politics, and it's just become a cultural icon, iconic moment.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's kind of sad now.
Yeah, it is kind of sad.
But getting back to the internet, I think the ability to post and see whatever you want is just the concept of it is amazing. But should you think that there should be limits to it?
Definitely not.
I don't know.
I would say definitely not. That's
Really?
just me
I
and my that has to do with just my views on stuff. I don't like stuff being limited.
That makes me think about when people toss around the phrase hate speech.
Mhm.
That makes I think you can't categorize something as hate speech when we live in a country where people can say whatever they want. You can disagree with it, and yes, sometimes if it's very offensive, that's wrong. That's outright wrong to say that.
No, we already have
But
laws against
people-
that, like
Yes, we have laws
definite
against
slander.
that.
Yeah.
But people have a right in this country to say what they want. Well, say what they feel, to voice their opinion. Nobody's going to stop.
Yeah, something I heard that changed my mind is that everybody has the freedom of speech. You are not obligated to listen. If I see something I
Exactly.
don't agree with, on the internet, I'm just gonna ignore it. Just stop talking about it. Honestly,
That's one of the biggest problems with the internet. If people see something that they disagree with, they immediately go to the comments section and start typing out excuse me, how dare you do this? I disagree with you completely. It's
You
not
are a stupid
targeted
idiot poop
at
face.
yeah, exactly. It's the content was clearly not made for you. It's to for other people with the similar opinion to hear more about the
Like not
topic.
even on like an edge like entertainment thing, even as like a culture, we should be able to tolerate it. Like even like if somebody hold on, if somebody is saying something hateful to you, you should be the bigger man. Stay, like breathe, take a calm down, and explain to them why they're wrong. Maybe you could do it like that, but instead you like clamor on your keyboard, like "How dare you? Please die!" It's accomplishing nothing.
What's funny is when I was talking about typing, I think it's just the Italian in me. I was typing in midair, like you guys could see me.
I was actually typing.
But you can't
I
see
was actually
me. You were too?
and I got the sticky keys message on my computer. Fun fact.
Okay.
Oh, you were actually typing. No, I was just typing in midair.
That's it's like piano
Well,
players
like
in
the
the air or like conducting in the air. That's funny.
Yeah. I completely just lost my train. Oh yeah. Well, the only thing I would say is that like just how like while someone has the right to say whatever they want, people also have the right to argue against them. You can also argue against them as long as you're not directly threatening them. I just don't think anyone has the right to say they said this hateful thing, they should be punished for it. That's
yeah.
really my biggest beef with that.
Target the claim,
Unless
not
it's
the
like, you know,
person.
like clearly a crime.
Target the claim, not the person.
Well, yeah. And the other thing, though, about like the internet limitation thing you said, I thought about that. I would say, like if Instagram wants to limit it, any platform wants to limit it, they completely have the right to. When it comes to the government, I think, especially in this country, they have no right to do that. Like, they have no right, the country has no right to touch the internet, the government. Never mind.
Well, what if there's something illegal going on? Like clearly stated in the.
Oh, no, I'm talking about limits.
Okay, like limiting speech. I understand.
Yeah, like limiting the internet. The government has no right to do that.
Something I found pretty impactful is Google and how Google, well, most people get their information from the internet, from sources on the internet, which is funneled through Google. Now, it's crazy to see how much power Google has because they're controlling and maybe not manipulating it, but they have control of what people view on the internet and what information people know. No single company or single anything has had this much power in society
Yeah,
ever.
controlling the flow
And yeah,
of
Google as a search
information.
engine
Crazy.
can put things higher up in the actual search engine.
Yes,
That's
it is
something else, yeah.
absolutely ridiculous how much control they have over the general flow of information.
And if
in
you
this
disagree with
country.
this and in any way, look up Drive, and you'll see Google Drive as the first thing. You know, like
Exactly.
yeah.
What if you want to learn how to drive? Or if you look up docs and you want to learn more information about doctors in the area? No, Google Docs is the first thing that comes up.
Yeah.
That just backs up the statement there. But it is very true. And it is kind of scary.
To be
Controlling
fair to
information.
Google, they're a private company. They can do whatever they want.
Yes, they can. But as far as this goes, this is like everybody across the world gets information from them.
Except
We
China.
are-
Haha.
Well. But if they are in control, whoever is in control of Google controls the information we get. They can pretty much control society and what we think and what we know. I don't think it's to that extreme. It's not some big conspiracy theory, but you never know.
I feel like the most Google will do is maybe change results to plug like their stuff, like their Google services. But I don't think they're gonna really do much else. Like I think you just search for keywords, searches the internet for them,
It's
and
not
then
like
whatever's
Google
most
has an
popular comes
agenda.
up.
It's not like it has a.
Yeah,
No,
like
It is
I
what
don't
they're
think they
about.
really
They
care
can't
as long as they
manually
make
like
money.
move stuff though.
It's just amazing to sort of see that they have this much control. It's not that they're doing anything wrong or shady with the amount of power they have. It's just amazing to see that this one company, this one organization controls all the information we get daily.
But is that a problem though? Like, because wouldn't that prevent like the ability for companies to do that? Wouldn't it by nature allow other companies or other types of things to loosen it over time without the need of government restrictions?
I think so.
If that
I
makes
don't
sense.
think now it's a problem, but I think it could be. Because if you're popular and you say something bad about Google and you search up, say there's a celebrity that talks bad about people at Google, and you search up that celebrity, the first result is going to be the bad statement they said, not anything else. Just again, it's also deals with popularity, like of how searched something is, that it's at the highest. But it's fascinating to me that people can have this much power without any consequences.
I mean, there's also Bing. I mean, there's Bing and there's
I use
other.
Bing.
But
I
who
use
uses
Bing
Google
for
Bing
is
rewards.
pretty
besides Alex?
popular, but
I know,
I
right?
know a lot of people that use Bing for rewards because
Yeah.
they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
Actually,
Anyone besides
I'm more
Alex
of
and
an-
Steve?
I'm more of an Internet Explorer guy.
Not really.
myself.
I'm an Edge
Okay.
person. I'm using
I
Edge
don't
right now.
like Edge. Well, I mean,
Well, the
Edge is
now
a,
uses
like,
Chrome, but yeah.
yeah, like the Edge is still through Google. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Now it is.
What?
The new Edge uses Chrome
Like
as a
they
base.
use the browser.
Ooh, I'm not.
Just
I'm
like-
not updating it then. I still haven't updated it. I like the way it is, just for now.
Dude, Firefox.
Oh yeah, Fire City.
Firefox is amazing.
What? Explain.
It's good.
They're
for,
pretty good for like privacy and that kind
I
of thing.
haven't
I just use it
touched
for
it
schoolwork.
since 2016.
Okay.
I'm real with you.
I just got that separate browser for all my school accounts for online school.
I have.
Okay, Mr. Ripoff, because I don't feel like using a separate profile on Google Chrome.
Yeah,
Got
I don't
'em.
want to like switch them every time.
It's a very explicit burn right there. Speaking of
Yes.
school accounts, have you guys been doing anything for school?
Yeah,
or
who's
no?
like done their summer reading? Anyone here?
I'm getting my
funny
book.
man, funny
I'm
man,
getting my book on
funny
Wednesday.
man, funny man.
But no, I
Another
have
question though, bigger one. Who's going to do their summer reading?
not. Me. I have one thing to do.
I am, but I'm
don't
gonna
want
do it
to.
last minute.
No one wants to.
Me,
Ryan,
me,
you're an AP.
me
Ryan, you're an AP.
me personally.
Ryan, we're an
Which-
got
AP.
it.
Which leads us to
Yeah.
the next item on the list: procrastination.
Exactly.
You're already a natural.
I read one chapter. I haven't actually.
I'm just.
Oh.
My summer
As
reading
far
every
as-
year. I do it like
Yeah.
the last few days before school.
Except this year the book's 400 pages.
Yeah,
Okay, Mr. Gov.
I don't want to do
yeah,
it.
for government.
I'm an eco. Haha. No one shows eco.
No one is. If it's
It's gonna be
work, then I'm not
online
that far.
school, and we all know online school is not gonna be as hard as in-person school. Even if it's like the same amount of work, I work a lot better somehow. I don't know how this happens, but at my own desk, even though I'm on a gaming computer, I'm able to just like listen to music. I got coffee. There's no one near me. I'm in my pajamas. Like I can work at my own pace. The only thing is I don't know how it's gonna be when it's like synchronous because I don't pay attention as well to Zoom calls as I do it in person.
Well, here's the thing. Here's
Me
the thing
neither.
for me. If I don't care about what I'm doing, I will put it off to the last minute. That's just me.
See that I am like both ways. I'm bad at putting stuff off to the last minute, but if I can get myself in the right mindset, I can think, okay, I'm gonna sit down and wake up at 8 a.m. whatever and do all
No,
the
that's a
work
fair point,
in
yeah.
4 hours.
The
Like I
power-
was able to do that for a while.
The power that your mind has to get you to work is like tremendous. Once you're in that mindset, you just go. Like that's a state of high, what's it called? There's a word that I'm missing. But like that heightened concentration, it's just like a sense of euphoria, basically, because your body just like go
Yeah.
and not it channels everything else. That's one of the.
But most of the time, I'm like, ooh, 5 seconds
Yeah.
away from YouTube
Mhm.
or video games or
It's
whatever.
like, I'll just do it tomorrow.
What happens is like, you
Yeah.
know, like the teacher will be like, watch this YouTube video, and then in my recommended there'll be some video by like, I don't know, like Optimus or PewDiePie that I want to watch, and I watch that. I watch another video, and I think, ooh, I should play this game. I hear a song I like. Ooh, who's this by? Let me research. Oh, wait, 4 hours went by. Oh no.
Yeah.
I try to avoid that though. I just play like some music. I make some playlist. I play like a certain type of music. Keep
Which is-
myself like relaxed but happy.
Which is
Usually like
Initial D Eurobeat.
usually it's
Okay.
like classic rock or like
Yeah,
Alternative.
that's another thing I
Yeah.
never understood. If you see people in class, like if we're doing independent reading in class, and teachers allow you to use earbuds, and then a kid takes off their earbuds to go use the bathroom, and you can hear the music, and there's words being spoken in the music. It's just speech. I mean, it's no real rhythm or anything. It's just speech. How do
Yo,
you
hey.
how do you read words while also listening to separate words in your ear. I can't listen to music when I
just
read. It
channels
has
it
to be
out.
It's
silent.
same with me. If I listen to music, I'm focusing on the music.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
it depends, because when I tried to read the first chapter of Summer Reading, I listened to classical music. That helped. But other music
Okay,
got me.
Vivaldi's third movement or whatever.
Well, the problem though is that
But-
like other music, I have like emotional connections to in some way, shape, or form. And if I'm doing something like minute, like reading, I'm gonna think about that.
Well,
But
here's-
classical
Mhm.
music, like that works.
What's funny to me is I listen to classical
Mhm.
music. Most of my music is very old. So most of the songs, if I'm listening to, and I appreciate the instruments, and if I'm listening to a good classical song, I'll sort of just still phase out and sort of listen to each note, and I enjoy it. So I just can't. It has to be silent when I'm reading.
I
Yeah,
got
Colin,
you.
do you listen to Vivaldi Opus 3, number 3 in G major?
my
Oh
goodness.
no,
The
no, no,
Esther
no.
Harmonica.
Well, one thing is like if it works for
Uh-huh.
someone, then why discredit it? Like I hate teachers who often say that you can't study if you have earbuds in. Well, I get a lot of work done if I'm listening to a certain type of music. If it works for you, why shouldn't why criticize it? I
So
guess
you can, but others can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I personally
everyone's different.
can't focus on homework without music. I do so well on music, I do so well on homework with music, because I have something interesting going on in my ears and I can think about it. But if I just have silence and I see like, okay, well, what's the cosine of x times 36,000 m3, whatever, like something stupid like that, I'm gonna like look at it and I'm gonna think, well, this is stupid. I want to go play GTA, and I'm gonna go play
Well,
GTA.
Yeah.
But if I have
A
something
good
else,
strategy.
that helps.
Yeah. A good strategy to use if you're trying to memorize something. I did this for the play because I had a lot of lines
Mhm.
for the play and I was really nervous. So I would listen to certain classical songs for certain scenes that I had to memorize. And each time I'd go over it, I'd listen to the
Ooh,
song.
okay.
So even today, if I hear the song, I still think of my lines
good.
because I listen to it so much. Now, a good way to do this, do it with studying, and if the teacher allows you to listen to music during the test, bingo.
Audio association is really helpful for like a human.
It is.
It is, that's for
I,
sure.
it was so severe that I had to take the songs off of my station that I listened to because I can't hear them without thinking of the scene, and it gets
Yeah,
pretty
we
annoying.
like us when we hear certain things, we immediately it jogs our memory. Like we were talking about this last time with our music. Certain music will trigger certain memories, like nostalgia. But even when you associate
Mhm.
certain thoughts or certain words to music, it can really help humans. And their ability to learn and associate it with audio is actually quite extraordinary. I looked it up once.
Our brain loves to relate
Yeah,
things
makes
to other
connects the
things.
dots.
It makes it easy to understand
No,
different things.
Yes, like relating
different concepts.
unprofessionalism to bad content.
No, it's our brain takes shortcuts.
Yeah.
Like our brain is naturally lazy, if you think about it.
Yeah.
If you see something that are
Why should I think about it? I'm lazy.
yeah, it's your brain doing that, making shortcuts.
Funny guy.
Would you consider yourself lazy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nah, Ben, you're not.
Well,
You're not
actually,
lazy.
that depends.
If I don't care about it, then I will be lazy.
Yeah, if I care for something, then I'll put in
Yeah,
the
then I'll
time and
try
effort
hard.
to get
like,
it done.
Yeah.
I mean, I think lazy. There's a lot of ways to define lazy, but like the reason I say Ben isn't lazy is because like he knows so much stuff, like about he knows like a million things about cars, speakers, like phones, computers. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but then
think
everything else I don't care about. I'm lazy.
it's true, but like you put time into learning that. It's kind of like even just working a job. It's like just putting time into anything. Like I think I think lazy is not obesity, being obese and like sitting around and watching TV all day. Like
Damn.
it's like if you don't really work to do anything good for yourself, and you're stupid, you don't know anything. Even playing a game, I think, isn't as lazy because at least you're working your mind. It's like even working out because you're doing something to help yourself. Even reading a book or reading something on the internet to teach yourself. Like I don't think lazy just means being overweight. I think it just means not working your mind. Like you could be overweight and you could be so much less lazy than someone who's in perfect shape and all they do is sit around and watch like Grey's Anatomy. Doesn't know anything. Like,
Hey,
I
is
think
that
it just
is that
has
an
to do
attack
with
on me? I watched
you
I watched
learn.
14 seasons of Grey's Anatomy in a month. I don't want to hear
But
another.
like,
Oh my
you
god.
can watch a lot of stuff and still be smart though.
Oh my.
See, that
because,
I'll
like-
identify as lazy.
I think
See,
long term.
yeah, people can even learn things. There are certain vocabulary words where, like, if we're doing a vocab unit
Yeah.
in English class, I'm like, I've heard that word before. And then I realize that I learned the word from a
Word.
game
Mhm.
that I played that had the word
Yeah,
in it.
I learned
I
learned Spanish from Breaking
yeah.
Bad. I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
learned
learning
so many
more in
things
in games.
Narcos. I'm learning more in Narcos. I had something to say.
That's
but I
good.
forgot.
Don't say anything. I watched Say My Name today. I'm almost done the series.
Dude, oh,
I watched Say My
Hey.
Name today. I was
Hey.
crushed. I was absolutely crushed
hey,
at the end.
guys, everyone listening, if you want to have a
Don't-
Breaking Bad centered episode, let us know because I love that show, and I'm so glad you guys are watching it now because I've been clamoring about it for
Oh,
years.
Ben watched one episode. My
One
grandpa
episode.
said it's pretty good.
Keep
so
watching.
Now a month later,
I'll watch it
I'm
later
almost
after.
keep watching. Keep watching.
After I
Oh,
finish the
it's
show I'm
unbelievable.
currently on. Okay.
like, it's so annoying, so annoying. They really had to do it to my favorite character like that.
Oh wait, I'm thinking.
But it's
Yes.
pretty good. It's a pretty good.
What if I
show.
watch Repairing Good instead?
What?
Oh.
Oh,
Dude, Repairing
I-
Good.
I remembered what I was gonna say. I think being lazy is a state of mind.
Oh my god, yes, for sure.
Hmm.
It's not motivating yourself to do anything.
Oh, I thought Discord cut out. Whoops.
No,
Yeah.
you did not cut out. I
Okay, cool.
completely agree with you, like 100%.
Because once you think you're lazy, you will stop giving effort. Like it's a thing of like effort, what you do, and how you do it. Like if you know, like you're just sitting around and it's like, oh, I have something to do, I'll do it later. Like that's one thing. But I think once you are in that slump, it's very hard to get out. That's why it's like a state of being. That's my personal take on it.
Yeah, that's why I wonder what's going to happen if we have online school for most of the year. If I can just, I mean, I guess I'll be working my mind. But I can just roll out of bed, brush my teeth, and walk down to my basement. And then I can just get my computer with my coffee and just sit there. And the
For
problem
me, it's
with
even
the-
worse. I can literally like get out of my bed and walk 2 feet, and I'm at my
Yeah,
That's what
same.
most people can do. I mean, I keep my
Yeah.
computer in my basement because, you know, my mom wakes up pretty easily, and my room's very hot, and I don't want my computer to like.
And you like to stay
thermal
up till
throttle.
4 a.m.
You heard it
Yeah.
here first, folks. Colin's room is very hot.
It is over the garage, so my room is either, you know, like
You're welcome.
You know, if it's like 68 in my house, my room will be like 75, or if it's like winter and it's like 68 in the house, my room will be like, you know, 58, which is
So-
awful.
So what's your favorite season then?
Oh my god. Okay, we talking about what's going on or strictly weather?
Both.
Does it have anything to do
I've
with
never-
the seasons coming and following?
I don't know, like strictly what's happening in that season, and like
Yeah, I've always grouped that.
that defines.
Yeah, because
it.
like I would say summers.
I've always grouped it with like weather and the events that take
That's what
place.
defines it.
Exactly.
But if we're separating it, yeah, that's interesting.
Because
Ooh,
like
you
I
wanna
guess the best way I
separate it?
can
Ooh,
say
that's
it
gonna
is
be tough.
weather-wise. All right.
Let's separate.
I'm gonna say both. I'm gonna say both because overall, my favorite season is just it has to be summer because I just had so much fun during the summer because I could do so much. Especially now that I'm older and I could like even like the last few years where I could just kind of I had the freedom to like ride my bike wherever. But if we're talking about just weather, well, I'm gonna have to probably say fall because I mean spring is nice and all, but the fall, I don't know. There's just something about fall that I really like, but only like early fall, like September, October. I hate November, and I love April.
My favorite, weather-wise, I have to agree. Fall has the best weather, but things that are going on, definitely
Yeah,
winter.
I agree with you on that.
Because I love Christmas,
Christmas
time.
time, and
Wow.
I
Okay.
love it.
my
Oh,
I'm sorry, Ben. You wouldn't understand,
see,
but it's
it's not
I'm
about
gonna
religious
say-
anymore.
I'm gonna say something pretty controversial here. Christmas time is great and all, but like I don't know. I don't get too much into that spirit. I don't like Christmas music, which a lot of people do.
No, same.
I've never liked it. It's just like it's the same music every year. It's like radio stations, except instead of playing the same songs every day for a few months and going away, they do that for 5 months every year. And I don't like the cold. You know, the Christmas tree stuff, seeing family, I love that. I love Christmas Day. It's just I don't know. I I've always loved summer so much because I feel like summer's always just been the time where I can sleep in, I could do whatever I want. I spend a lot more time with friends or a lot more time talking to friends. I built a computer this summer. I learned a lot of stuff I never knew, even about cars from Ben. I don't know that much, but like
Yeah.
summer's just always been the best for me. But
Keep
that's just
sanding
me.
those
Yeah.
tires.
Hey man, you gotta get a smooth ride.
But let me respond to a couple of that. I like the winter season just because the events, like Christmas is like fun. My birthday is also around there. But like about Christmas music, real quick, I don't mind it because I don't listen to the radio that often. Spotify is completely taken over my life, and if I do hear any songs, I usually get nostalgic. However, there's one Christmas song that gets on my nerves like nothing else in the world, and that's All I Want for Christmas Is You. I hate that song with the burning passion. I
that's
hate
the-
it
everybody
so
does.
That's the
much.
only song I like don't hate.
What?
Because
Okay,
because I don't
Colin.
listen to the radio,
We
so
can't
I
be
never
friends
heard
anymore.
that song.
We can't be friends
And-
anymore.
Well, because like my family doesn't listen to
We're
the radio.
voting you off the island.
I don't like that song, but I don't hate it either.
Ugh. I hate
But there's
In
like
all honesty, as much as I hate that song, Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by the
Oh,
Beatles is probably my
that's
least
a
oh
favorite.
my
bad
god.
one. That's
Oh,
a bad one.
That
that-
song is
That's
obnoxious.
a bad one. Yeah.
Oh, dude, like
Well,
oh wow,
mm.
that makes me want to like. Oh, I hate that song so much.
I really
Wow,
don't like
just-
any Christmas music,
You
which
just
is
remind me that I exist.
which makes a struggle for when we went to Disney last year. I
Ben,
Oh,
what
yeah.
about the dreidel
Big-
song? You like the dreidel song, don't you?
Well,
not even.
well, that was a shame because I put in like half the effort you would have to learn all the songs because I already knew all the lyrics. I just needed
Yeah.
to know the notes.
That's,
Well, as far
mhm.
as lyrics go, I think Hallelujah was the easiest to learn.
That's a very easy song to learn.
Well,
Oh,
it was
it
the
was
same
pretty, dude,
'cause it's in
it was pretty
Shrek.
funny. I was in choir during we were learning a winter song for the tree lighting in our area, and in my choir, they split up into classes. I was the only like guy who could hit the notes, right? But
Oh,
I
no.
didn't know any of the words. It was just silent.
oh, that's hilarious.
What was the song? Was
It
it,
was,
Frosty the Snowman?
I don't even remember the name. It was
Dominic the
it was the one that was like bring Christmas to every year, whatever. I don't.
Oh,
Oh, what is it? I don't know what that is.
I don't even know.
Carol of the Bells,
I
right?
think so.
I don't know.
It's in a lot of
I don't remember
commercials.
that.
Yeah. Well, as far as most Christmas songs, it's a struggle.
I
for
didn't
you,
know the
Benedict.
words. It was just,
You don't
it
know
was-
the
it-
words,
It
that's
was
okay.
just silent.
That was very
Yeah.
funny. I wasn't in your class, but I remember. Well, I've been to the winter concerts. Most of the winter concerts, I like them because they're pretty easy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if any, they were fun.
Yeah, I'm weird in the fact that I like rain, so I think spring's my favorite.
But why?
I like
I like
rain and
freezing
I
cold.
don't.
I like spring when it's not raining.
Oh,
I
I
Ryan.
like rain sometimes.
Ryan always he always wears shorts, no matter what. It's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
Yes,
That's
it
true.
could be like 30 degrees.
Yeah, I wear long pants no matter what.
I wear my hoodie no matter what.
I've not worn
I
shorts
ju-
yet this summer, and it is currently the middle of August.
I'm wearing shorts.
I've had the same pair of shorts on.
That's
all
gross.
summer.
You need to wash that.
No, yes, I have two. I have a dark blue and the black
Okay.
ones, but I'm not really going
That's
anywhere.
fair.
Well, like
I
going
mean, that's
back to
fair.
that like Christmas music thing, I think the most obnoxious part about Christmas music to me is are the lyrics, because my best example is that like the song Sleigh Ride. I don't like Sleigh Ride on the radio, but the band version of it I love.
It's great.
I
Yes.
love
Yeah.
the band, like
Yes.
the instrumental version. It's just so good. But like
That's my favorite part of the concert. each
Yeah.
year,
exactly,
listening to the
the
band. do
lyrics
that.
just kill the songs. They're just so annoying.
Yes, they do.
But they're good songs. I mean, some of the songs just are not good at all. Like Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. Like, wow, I don't even want to think about that song.
But yeah, the sleigh ride, the whip crack is goated.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
pretty good.
Great, iconic.
Yes, we all know how it is. That was a refresher for Ben in case he
Yeah,
forgot.
because he was probably falling asleep during that concert.
So let's change
Let's
the
do it.
subject. Yes, he has no knowledge of this subject.
What is Christmas?
Who is Santa?
Well, See, nowadays
real.
Christmas has turned into a ploy for parents to buy their children tons of gifts.
And then they were
the
like,
true meaning
and then
is sort
Hanukkah
of-
was like, "Yo, Christmas exists, so now we're gonna suddenly be an important holiday," which Hanukkah's actually
Christmas
not.
was made by
Oh,
Toys
yeah.
R Us.
Exactly.
Hanukkah is
Honestly,
like religiously not important at all.
Yeah, I don't really care. The gifts are a nice bonus, but if we just got rid of that whole thing and just really talked about, if I say the meaning of Christmas, you're gonna think I'm some commercial or movie made, some Hallmark movie at Christmas time. But truly, it is like people just when you ask a kid what's Christmas about, they're gonna say presents, Santa Claus, and
Rudolph.
eating.
Yeah, but it's like
Cookies and
religiously,
Rudolph the
Christmas
Red-Nosed
is the
Reindeer.
second most important holiday, though, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and it's like Hanukkah's like the least important Jewish holiday. That doesn't matter at
It's
all.
like Cinco de Mayo.
But yeah,
It's just like America's just like, ooh, party time.
yeah, but it's like they commercialized like this religiously like heavily important holiday, though.
Well, the government said, well, if we're gonna be off on this
Mhm.
day, we might as well treat ourselves. So boom, Santa Claus. That's how you did it.
Do you think
Yeah,
And then
it changed.
yeah,
Santa
but
Claus
that's
was
all
made by
Christmas trees
Coca-Cola?
with.
Changed my mind. Actually, no, you can change my mind.
Nah, that's nah.
I don't think so because
was
I think
kidding.
that relates back to
Popularized.
It was, yeah.
yeah, it was more popularized. I think that's when it was the definitive look for
Yeah.
him. What Coca-Cola did.
That's fair.
Who knows? What if Pepsi created Santa? Would he have been blue?
Pepsi Man, but soda.
Okay.
Pepsi Man Santa Claus. I want to see that now.
Pepsi Santa Claus. Oh
That's
God,
amazing.
I
Pepsi
hate
Claus.
Pepsi. I can't stand. I can't. Pepsi Claus.
Got it. Next game.
If he's blue, then he would be Hanukkah Harry.
Hanukkah Harry. Yes.
This is so stupid.
Why are we talking about Christmas in August?
I don't
This
know.
is the unprofessional.
Why do they have Christmas in July? Why isn't it Christmas in June?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
July's exactly. It's like the halfway
Mhm.
point. Why Christmas in July?
Why can't we just have Christmas during Christmas?
I went.
I know, right? Why does Christmas have to be on
There was
another
a Christmas.
day? Just change the
I
date of
went
Christmas.
to Canada like 5 or 6 years ago, and there was a Christmas shop open, and it was in August. I do not.
Yeah, Christmas shops are just kind of there. I don't think they really go away.
I can't stand even when the music starts on Thanksgiving
yes,
night.
Yes, sir.
When there's like a whole month we have of going to not a full month, but like 25 days of going to school like nothing changed.
That's what I'm not thankful
And then-
for.
Yeah, I am. And the lip dub, no offense, it's I'm very glad we're not going to have that this year.
Let's
yeah,
hope
they're
so.
pretty bad.
I mean, it's like it's already in the middle of
Let's-
August, and we're already seeing like Halloween stuff on store shelves.
Yeah.
Oh
I know.
yeah,
Spirit Halloween.
always,
I
every
think
year.
the coronavirus was the last nail in the coffin for Halloween. Halloween was a dying holiday.
I didn't even think about that.
It really is dead now. Halloween should really just be friends getting together, maybe dressing up, going to a house, having a party,
Or a haunted
walking
houses.
around like it's you're kind of skeptical.
Yeah, trick-or-treating.
nowadays. I mean, I'm
Trick or
not.
treating's dead.
I hear free candy. All I need to do is put on my Bob Ross afro. and
Okay.
I can get free candy even at 16 years old.
Ryan here's free candy. If Ryan does not appear on another episode of the Unprofessionalism podcast, he was taken in a white van with no windows because he was offered free candy. Just putting that out there.
No. I'm not that. I'm not
Okay,
that stupid.
thank you.
But free
I would
candy.
take the candy without getting in the van. Everybody knows
Mhm.
that.
It's like taking candy away from a baby.
Tell them, can you bring the bowl a little closer? It's kind of dark in there. And then you take all the Kit Kats and run away. That's
All right,
how you
what's
do
the
it.
best Halloween candy?
I just said it.
There
Kit
we go.
Kats.
That's my boy right there.
I mean, Butterfingers ain't too bad though.
Yes.
That's
Colin, you know a lot about Butterfingers, right? We were in the same gym class.
Oh yeah, that was great. I love that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I could
I'm
not.
I did
trying
not
to-
get the
I'm
reference.
trying to think of exactly
not
what you
resist.
mean.
You don't. Well, Ben, Butterfingers. If somebody drops something a lot,
Oh, okay,
you
yeah,
call
yeah,
them.
okay, yeah.
What was
Oh,
it that I
what the-
kept dropping?
I'm
I
sorry.
I
can't
love you.
remember.
I don't. I'm saying you're sloppy.
Oh,
I'm not
I
trying
know.
to be mean.
Gym class was so much fun. That's why it was fun.
It was.
I
It
got
was the
so
best.
many. I had this volleyball team, and I was with all the tryhards, and I would just run in, try to like punch it across the gym.
I remember
They would just
that.
look at me like I was crazy, and I was just like, "Bro, it's gym class. I don't care."
Oh man.
Because you were in the Nets class,
Yes, I
Jesh,
was.
and Colin and I, we were in the
And we mixed
recreational
for
gym
that
class.
one, for that unit.
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
so funny.
Remember Matt
Oh
ball.
my
We
gosh,
stacked
I would hit
everybody
it
on
to Colin
first
all
base.
the time because it was
I
just
just
funny.
like tennis. Tennis was the best. I just remember taking the
Yeah,
balls,
tennis was
hitting
the
them all the
best.
way out.
And the Wii
I
Sports
brought my
music.
speaker. Yeah, Wii Sports music. Exactly.
Oh, we blast. You brought the Bluetooth speaker out, and we blast Wii Sports music.
Yep.
That was the best.
Never forget that. That's like.
I'm gonna miss that, and I'm gonna miss after school activities.
Let's do it.
Those are my two favorite parts of school.
Let's do it. Let's go back. Let's
It's-
go back to the high school and then go
Go
to the
back.
tennis court and play Wii Sports music.
That's
Ryan,
Keep balls out of
let's
there.
do board game club on Zoom, okay?
Get like 100.
board
like,
game club through
Yes.
Zoom.
Get like
Jeez, I can cheat even
Mhm.
easier now.
Yes, sir.
board game club through Zoom. That's gonna be
Love
awesome.
board game club. Love board game club.
What, you
Basketball,
like
if
give
I've
us
ever
your
done.
hand? Like you drive
That's
around just
including
like
band.
giving us our hand?
Dude,
Yes.
everybody's gonna have a royal flush every single match.
Mhm.
Everybody's gonna have a royal flush if we play poker. That's how it works.
Oh, the poker was too much fun.
It was.
Um,
I liked when you taught us how to play Palace. Palace was a blast.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Ryan, you want to get angry real quick? I still
No.
never lost in Rat Screw.
I'm not mad. That's
Okay.
your
It's my
game.
game. And then Ben would just like
Yeah.
hover and then try and hurt me on purpose.
I did not hover.
Yes, you
I never
did.
hovered.
That's still in my nightmares, seeing
Oh,
Ben with both hands straight
Yes,
up in the
that's
air.
it.
Oh.
That's it.
That's not hovering, okay? That is like I'm like in orbit at that point, okay?
Yeah, you were in orbit. Exactly.
No, but I love when I would
Crashing
take,
down to
I love
earth.
when I would take the cards in the pile and then I would already be gone and Ben already slams it. Like, how would you do that? It was still the funniest
Okay.
part of it. We should
Nick
play poker again.
was the
That'd be fun.
worst with that. And I hate saying.
Wow, okay,
saying
Mr.
names, but
Last
I'm
Name, gotta censor that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nick was the worst at that because if it was a jack,
Oh my
no
goodness.
matter what the next card was,
Oh my
he would smack the
goodness.
table.
Oh
remember?
my goodness.
And it sort of was deemed it was the Nick
Oh
strategy.
my gosh. It was so dumb. It ruined the fun of it. It was just
It did, but it was very funny. He just straight faced.
Remember that time where I slapped back in and I beat all of you? And I was like, I'm retiring.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I think about that every night.
I think that club became fun
kidding, I
again
don't
as
battle.
soon as we stopped playing Smash because we actually played the board game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, it's board game club.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. But Smash Bros was
Yeah,
enjoyable.
I love when we were all like on it. I'm watching the NBA right now, and they're in the bubble.
The Not Basketball Association?
Yes, sir.
They're in a bubble.
No, that's what they call it. They're in like a remote location, unlike what the MLB has been doing.
Well, the MLB, they had a decent outline, but it's up to the individual teams to take responsibility for that.
Oh, really?
The Marlins,
Whew.
they're pretty dumb. They're pretty
Hey,
dumb.
in all respect, that's
Oh.
the most relevant they've been in years. Okay.
It is. That's the most news headlines they've gotten.
Mhm.
Marlins gave everybody in the Phillies organization, they exposed them to COVID. It was pretty annoying. But otherwise, it can be run smoothly. It's just the players, they need to act more professional. They're acting like it's just their normal routine. They could go out partying each night if they want to after a
Mhm.
game. You can't do that
I think
anymore.
the NBA has done a really good job with the bubble, trying to reduce all like contact with it. They've been doing a really good job, though. I wonder.
I think they are, but it's easier for a stadium
Yeah,
for basketball to do
rather
that.
than like an outfield. Yeah.
Yeah, and there are a lot of guys in the ball club they have to
Mhm.
have, and traveling they can't just have all these teams come and go from say the Marlins Stadium that's enclosed, but that would be a lot more travel.
Yeah. I can't even imagine what football is going to be like.
I don't really think there is going to be a football season, but football they're trying to have fans. too.
Really?
They said they're going to try.
I love
yeah.
America.
And of all the fans to trust in an era of COVID, honestly, as reckless as football fans are, I think they're the most loyal.
They are the most loyal.
If they're told you can watch football, but you have to keep this mask on, they'll find some way to like IV the beer, like straight into the bloodstream or something, so they don't need to take the mask off. They'll find some way.
You never take away their
Yeah, football
straws
fans
or
you
something.
can never
loyal.
take away game time beer.
I know, yeah, but I think that football fans will be willing to make a sacrifice like that just to watch the game. I think they're the most passionate.
But in your ideal reality, football and basketball and everything would be going completely smoothly. So I think it's good time to go into our hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Would you take the red pill or blue
Ben,
pill?
you just took
Meaning
my
that this
segment.
is
You took my segment.
okay. Meaning
Then
that
I'm
this is a
sorry.
Matrix reference, meaning
I'm
that.
sorry, but I can't promote drug use,
No,
especially not on
no,
the
this is a
internet.
Matrix reference of if you would pretty much the red pill is
But-
if you would accept reality as it is, and able to think freely, or the blue pill, where you would be living in this ideal reality, but you would be ignorant.
Ignorant bliss versus harsh
Yeah,
reality.
that's a hard question.
I know my answer.
a lot of people must have been taking that blue pill then.
Okay.
Nowadays.
Well, if you think about it, like, is reality
That's a
ever
shame.
gonna get better? Like, is there any chance you get out given you take the red pill or no?
I think reality and it can get better. I think it can, but it's not something that one individual person can change
Mhm.
by just these pills. It's a shame we don't actually have them. It would be nice. Again, I'm not promoting drug use, but
I
like,
think that no matter what, you should always have the truth. The truth shall make you free. As someone, I forget who said it, but like
I know who
Eve,
said it.
I watched a lot of Black Mirror.
Uh,
I know that even with a perfect reality, imagine if you got out, like you have like a wife and kids, and then you realize, oh, it was all a lie. Sorry, this is the world nowadays. I couldn't do that. I'd rather just know what's happening right now because that will make me become stronger through suffering. Like you come out stronger. If everything was ideal, you would just be like a pansy.
yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like you would just be like dumb and happy the rest of your life, and it's like
Yeah, imagine
I don't
being
think
happy.
I could really accept
Yeah,
that.
imagine being happy.
No, not the second. I mean, like the dumb part.
Yeah.
It's like being
You
a
know, being
dog, you
ignorant about
know.
it.
Like,
Because there can't be happiness without the contrast of sadness.
Exactly.
well, it's like the way I think of it is like, yeah, ideal world's great, but I feel like the truth will always prevail. It's good to, I don't know. It's like the blue pill is like being a dog if you think of it. You know, like you can do stupid things and be happy, but being a human, yeah, you face a lot of struggle, but in the end, it's worth it. It's better. Like I live a better life than like my dog does. I can go out and do stuff. Like it's just knowing the truth and getting past hardships in your life will pay off more than just being dumb and being happy.
and knowing that you sort of were able to overcome challenges in life, that will inevitably make somebody
Yeah.
happier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just better
Mhm.
in the end,
Yeah,
even if it doesn't seem like it right away.
Mhm.
the blue pill is like a Flintstone gummy. Like it's like childish, so like kind of ignorant, but like what you need is like the red pill, which is like it's like harsh. I don't know, it's like maybe like a prescription. for,
Harsh,
for
so,
sure.
so
vitamin
like
D. Like one of those is just like
One of
yeah,
those
it's like
so
go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
I'm losing you
Oh.
here. Why would anybody say no to the Flintstone
Because
gummy now? We're
yeah,
trying to.
that's the point. It looks so good, but that's not what you need. I think you need the truth, and you need that hardship. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants a Flintstone gummy, but no one needs a Flintstone gummy. It's a harsh reality.
Okay.
Well.
It's-
Okay. I think that's a different argument for a different day. I think Flintstone gummies are a good source of
I
vitamins.
think they changed
Yes, me.
the box art or like the cover art, and I was like, "This is what I grew up with. I
Most
don't want
of
to
the
play with you
people
anymore."
nowadays, most of the kids eating the Flintstone gummies now don't even know who the Flintstones
Yeah,
are.
Yeah.
They just taste good.
It's like that. That's just the mascot, you know, of
Mhm.
of the gummy.
But as far as the pill goes, I think if everybody were to take responsibility for their own actions instead of, say you disagree with somebody, cowering and trying to get them canceled, if you talk to them and sorted out your own differences instead of trying to, I don't know, harshly affect somebody else, it's just red pill. I'm losing my mind. I think it's because I'm hungry.
communication is key. Take both if you're hungry, man.
Yes. Take both of
Okay.
them.
What would taking both do? Would you just die? Like, would it be like?
No, I think you'd break even. You'd stay
Really?
the same.
I mean, what
Yeah.
if it was like Schrodinger's cat? What if it was like the two realities? One where in your ideal, and one where you're in like the harsh reality, which is like where you're in. Like, what would happen? Would there be a paradox? Would the universe just like break apart?
No, I think that would happen, and then 30 minutes later, you'd wake up in the hospital.
I mean, if you think about it, like knowing the truth and being happy, it's like it's kind of like you know what's going on, but you still choose to believe you're happy. I don't know how to say it. It's like
Would knowing everything and knowing all about like the truth of everything, would that then promote a more lazy mindset? Because you wouldn't
Lazy mindset?
want, yeah, because you'd have no desire to learn anything else if you know everything.
No, I think it was more so the ability to learn of the harsh reality. Otherwise, you're just completely shut out. That's what I think. That's what
Gotcha.
I personally think.
I mean, taking both, it would kind of make you like you know what's going on, but instead of choosing to push through it, you just live in your false reality, even though you know. So then, at the end of the day, you're left with knowing that you could have gotten through it, maybe, and you didn't.
Okay, would you go into your heart, like your ideal ideal dreams, even if you're aware of it? It was like, oh, this isn't real life, but I'm happy. Would you do that?
It would be cool to
No.
like see what it would be like, but I wouldn't want to live it,
Yeah.
forever,
I would love to be in a dream, but not live there. Like it would be like going into VR, like you just go in for a couple hours, and then come out and live your normal life.
At this point in our lives, I think it's still possible for us to sort of try and achieve those dreams.
I think we're gonna be able to maybe even go into our dreams one day. It's like with Elon Musk being able to play music directly in your brain. Think of it. It's like almost like maybe he'll be able
Spotify
to access
Premium
what's in there.
in your brain.
I wasn't thinking about
Yeah, I wasn't
that.
either.
I wasn't thinking like eventually being able to be thrown into our dreams. I was thinking like you still have
Yeah,
time
like our
to
future.
think
We have
about
our
it.
future.
See if it's within reason and try and
Yeah,
go
we
for
all-
it.
mhm.
So this way if you live happy enough, you won't have to think, God, I wish I could live in my own perfect world so I could be happy.
Yes, sir.
Instead, you'd be happy in the world you live
Oh,
in.
yeah, I see
currently.
what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I agree. I'm talking about something like different, actually. That's my bad.
It's okay. You took it too literal.
I did.
Everything's little.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I do think that working and facing reality in the end is good, even if it doesn't seem like it, or is better, even if it doesn't seem that way right away.
I agree. Boys, got anything else to add?
I think we're
Nothing
good.
else to say.
Well,
Besides,
yeah.
you have listened to
hold up.
Unprofessionalism, the podcast where we cut each other off. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, like that. But
Yeah.
this question was recently posted on our Instagram story at our professional podcast, and what you guys said, I think it was like 89% of you guys have voted for red pill, and I think it was like 11% voted for blue pill. So I think that was interesting. For more hypotheticals, you can follow us. We might be posting those later on.
Yeah, polls and questions.
Yeah.
Yes. If you want to be featured on the podcast, well, not really featured on the podcast, more like reading off your answer and like discussing that.
Yeah,
But
gotta
yeah, that kind of
participate.
thing. Yeah.
All right, boys.
Audience.
Ryan?
participation.
It's been a pleasure having you on. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for allowing me
Of
to
course,
join.
brother.
I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Would you do this again?
Sorry, what did you say?
Would you do this again?
Did you? Of course, yeah. If you ask me to do it again, I'll do it again.
All right.
It was a good time.
Thanks again, my brother.
You're welcome.
right.
I'm gonna go eat
I
something.
think we all should.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
going to.
And that's the end. Yes. Have a great morning, evening, or afternoon.
Good night, everyone.
Yes.
Go Sixers.
Hey, that's true.
Okay.
Yep. Have a good rest of your life, guys. And if you listen, then you should keep doing that if you want to. In the comments, just tell us what you think. And
Or
that's
anywhere.
it.
Somewhere on the internet. Take care, everyone.
Wherever you might find it, wherever you might
Alright.
be listening.
Talk to you later,
Bye-bye.
guys.